Okay, good day to the traders of YouTube. How's it going? Uh, Back to another video with my channel here and another update, and this one's a good one. I am switching over to NinjaTrader. I have been talking with some fellow traders for the last year or so and been thinking about this on and off for quite a while, and I feel like it's time to switch to NinjaTrader. There's a lot of features it has that I really like. There's some things about it that really make a big difference to me and the way I want to trade and the future of my trading. One of the biggest ones, and this is pretty obvious right here, you can see I have a bot loaded on the chart. I have actually purchased several bots already, and I've actually played with building a bot. I've got several ideas on some bots that I used to use for Forex that I want to try and implement and do. I've got a lot of time with that in the Forex markets that I used to do. We actually I had a small group of people that I dealt with across the world that were into bots and making bots and to job optimizing and adjusting them, things like that. So NinjaTrader is so much easier to run a bot on. TradingView is such a pain with the Pine scripts and how you have to do the whole way they want you to do it it's pretty cumbersome, to be honest with you. And I just felt like it was time to switch to NinjaTrader. There's also some other reasons. I really like how you can have more connections open than one. I think that the TradeSync, like Replicanto and TradeSyncer, I think they work better with NinjaTrader. There's a lot of design features about NinjaTrader I actually really like that TradingView feels plain, just kind of basic compared to that. Now you can buy other licenses for TradingView, but I don't want to spend $100 a month or more. So I felt like it was time to make the switch. So I'm going to use NinjaTrader. I'm going to play with these bots too. I've got some bot ideas. Most of the bots that I really like, or the ones that worked really well for me, actually had risk management built into them, or they were the one I'm working on that I really want to bring to fruition. I don't know how long it'll take, but I want to have one of the best bots I ever used. It had a profit trigger feature in it. So what would happen is you'd set an amount, and once it would trade until that amount would hit, and then it would disable itself for 24 hours. That was one of the most successful bots I've ever ran. If I can figure out how to make that work on this and figure out how to market it, there's a good chance that I will be selling that in the near future or sometime in the future. It just depends on how it optimizes. It depends on how it works. This bot here, I found just with a basic Google search. Trinity Trading has some bots. One's like a Apex only, just to pass your evals, and then this one is called Stealth Scalp. And I've optimized it. I've got on their Discord. I've read some of the reviews and things, and they actually have some other guys that have done some different optimization, and they share all that on there. So it's $100 a month, but we're gonna try it. We'll see how it goes for a month. But I'll tell you this: in my bot trading, I got more length out of my trading with bots, and they're just better all around, especially the ones that have protection on the bottom side. So if you have a stop out and it stops trading, that feature alone will save your account and leave you to trade for another day. Too many times us humans are getting emotional about our trading and we just blow our accounts. I've done it and everybody does it. So the bots I really have a lot of experience with. I really like that feature, and it really kind of put me over the edge on if I should change or if I should look at NinjaTrader more seriously. And so as I've played with NinjaTrader the last couple of weeks and really wanted to put this out, I really feel like it's a good step for the future. So I will be posting. This is a $50,000 account from Lucid. I have it all optimized and set. It should start running tomorrow. I'll do some updates with this as I go, and if I can get the other one to work, I've got a couple design coding and things is pretty complex, so it's going to take some time, but I will soon look forward to the future for some videos regarding that, because the other bot that I've got, if I can get that trigger profit feature to work correctly, it will be phenomenal. It will be a really good bot. It uses basic entry and exit features, but it just trades until it hits the target. So as long as your target and your lot sizing is correct, like done appropriately, so it can be met on pretty much a daily basis, you're going to be good. Now the only thing that sucks about that type of strategy is if you have a day where the market just does this all day. If you've got this all day, it's not going to hit your stop loss, and it's not going to hit your take profit, so you don't ever hit that daily profit trigger. So that's hard. If you have days where the market doesn't move much, that's hard because there's no signal either way. And then at the end of the day, I'll have it set so like an hour before the market closes, it's just going to end wherever it ends. So you may have entered here as a sell, and then it just kind of floated and then went back and then floated. So you'd end up around here somewhere. You might be just break even. You might be at a little bit of a loss. You're just gonna have to take those. It's gonna be one of those things you got to take the good with the bad. But then there's gonna be days like this where there was a clear signal and it took this clear break, and you'd hit your daily profit trigger somewhere in here. Or it took a buy in the morning, depending on how it's set and how much it moves. It really depends on how much the market moves too. This is MNQ. I really want to optimize it for MES because it's a little bit slower moving. But yeah, that's kind of my goal for the channel. When you get these big moves and the bot gets you in at a good time, and then it just manages the trade until you hit your daily profit trigger, I really feel that's a really good setup. It really helps with your consistency. And if you've blown an account within the first week, that's super frustrating. It's super expensive. And using that kind of structure and the ability that those have on the downside as far as protecting your downside, you just get so much more longevity out of your account, and the profit margin's generally better. You need to look at it like it's a slow gain instead of a race. It's not a race, it's a marathon. So, and you got to take the small losers to get to your overall goal. You got to look at it like it's a monthly thing or a yearly thing instead of a daily thing. So I'm really excited about it. It's going to be good. It's a good change. I had a lot of reservations on ditching TradingView, especially using the SMM script, which I still use it. I still like how that chart looks. I don't think it works as good as they've advertised, but I use it a little differently than they do anyway. So that's still in my account, or I still have that on my TradingView. I don't know if I'm going to buy that for NinjaTrader. They do offer that for NinjaTrader for $150. I don't know if I'm going to buy it. I don't know. It didn't help me enough that I feel justified in buying it. I would rather investigate some more bots. I'd rather spend $100 on this bot and see where we go. In fact, I think long term I'll do better. So yeah, keep in touch. Stay tuned. All you guys that watch me, I've got about 3,600 followers now. I'd like to get to 10,000 by the end of the year. That would be great. Just trying to find more time so I can invest in this and still chase that elusive payout. I've only got one payout in my entire trading career, and I bought tons of accounts, and I'm looking forward to getting more payouts. So let's see what happens with these bots, and let's see what happens with NinjaTrader. And stay tuned to see what else we're going to bring up.